Ice hockey is a fast paced and physically demanding sport. Shown here, ice hockey injuries are common and range from minor, annoying aches and pains to serious trauma. The main section of this graph is 34% of this graph states that head, neck, and shoulder injuries account for all injuries in the sport of hockey. In the beginning, helmets as a safety feature were not required. Here's a photo from the early 1900s. The goalie is Jacques Plant and the player is Gordie Howe. Both of them are not wearing protective helmets. In a more modern time, it was last season where Taylor Hall, it was in warm-ups where they were not wearing helmets, and him and another player collided into each other, and Taylor Hall needed 30 stitches to stop the bleeding. Here's another example of how close the skate blade came to this goalie's head. Luckily, he was wearing a helmet and he was not injured in this situation. More modern day, we have goalie Carey Price and Sean Monahan together, and they're both wearing protective helmets. During a game 2 seasons ago, Nathan Horton was put out with a concussion. He was, at the time, wearing protective gear. He hasn't returned yet um, to the NHL because of his symptoms. Um, Hockey helmets are extremely important to player safety. Throughout history, there has been different rules incorporated into whether or not players should wear helmets, and now it is a mandatory thing. When hockey was first brought up, players, goalies, nobody wore helmets. It just wasn't. It just was not required. I believe that it is extremely important for player safety across the country, Canada, all around the world, for everyone to wear helmets. With the with the rate of speed that the puck travels, like players could it could create fatal injuries. So it is important that hockey players across the world um, wear protective gear. Cohort study with data collected on injuries sustained during one season at the Adult Recreational League of Oneida County. The study investigated that the epidemiological of injuries in adult recreation ice hockey has been done in Canada. No such studies have been conducted in the U.S. to date. Furthermore, no studies that are aware of investigated ice hockey under the conditions distinctive to the adult leagues in Oneida County regarding required hockey. Incorporating the 5 E's into this research topic, beginning with engineering, the equipment from your helmet down to your skates all serves a safety purpose. For example, your neck guard protects your neck from becoming vulnerable to lacerations on your chest, and your chest protector creates padding around all of your vital organs. Incorporating a instructional video to young players before the start of the season can educate them on the importance of the equipment. The video would promote the importance of the equipment and the purpose that each piece of equipment serves, how to properly wear it and avoid injury during the season. Enforcement. Enforcement for increasing safety precautions for the game of hockey is to make the instructional/educational session on hockey safety a mandatory aspect for every age group and every competition level prior to the season starting. This season will educate players and parents to serve as a warning for players that may violate safety rules while playing the sport. I believe that if a player intentionally injures another player, that there should be suspensions implemented. The player should be questioned based on their actions regarding safety. Education. The session on hockey safety is an educational video in itself. The videos will educate players and parents on the importance of equipment and the importance of using the physical aspect of the game the correct way. Educating parents and players is an effort to minimize the risk for injury. Economic incentives. Creating the video would not cost money at all. It would be a very low budget. It would be a general video, and each team would have the same video. An idea for the video is to have professional NHL caliber players to be in the video acting as role models. Having these professional players that are role models for young players examining player safety of the game will help gain players' interest in the video. Seeing a role model exercise safety within the sport may impact these players to do the same. Most teams in the United States are required to be registered under USA Hockey, which provides a contract and insurance. USA Hockey should fund the educational video and make it mandatory for each player and team that is registered. Emergency response. Most teams have a personal trainer and a medical staff at the arenas. The importance of each team and arena having medical staff will increase the emergency response time. Since injury is so prevalent within the sport, medical staff is crucial in responding to injury within this sport. Further information on hockey safety can be found at www.asdk12.org/staff/Johansson, www.minnesotahockey.org, pediatrics.org, and ncbi.org all provide statistics and information on hockey safety and the importance of helmets and your protective gear. What I would like people to take from this service announcement is the importance of educating players on safety within the sport. The amount of prevalence of head injuries throughout this sport can be stopped if we implement a mandatory safety hockey video to all leagues. I would like to take the time to thank everyone for watching this video, and I hope everybody learned something from this announcement. And remember, be alert today and alive tomorrow. Wear your helmet.